Hey guys, Chelsea from Attention to Details, and I want to have kind of a different video today. This isn't necessarily a video showing products or tips. I want to share with you guys a kind of some advice that I am myself still learning and want to kind of pass on what I'm still learning to some of you who may be struggling with a similar situation. I know a lot of times as detailers, and especially if you go into the different detailing groups and things like that, a lot of times you see perfection. You see people achieving amazing results. They're showing you flawless paint, amazing interiors. You don't really see a lot of the failed attempts. You don't see the mistakes. You don't see the crises that are happening. And I had a situation today on a customer's vehicle. It's actually a motorcycle. It was my first motorcycle that I've ever detailed. And I was nervous, I'm not going to lie. I've never done a motorcycle. They intimidate me because new things just kind of intimidate me. But I went into it, I'd done a lot of research, talked to a lot of people who had done motorcycles, felt like I was completely prepared for it. Was still a little nervous. Went in, washed it safely, made sure I didn't introduce any unnecessary moisture, polished all of the metal parts, the chrome, the aluminum, everything was looking top notch. Getting over to the paint part so that I could polish it, taped off all of the vinyl decals, and went ahead to polish everything, did some good results, wasn't looking for perfection, just looking to enhance. It's single stage paint because it's an older motorcycle. Went to remove the automotive tape that I had put over the vinyl sticker decals to protect them, and because it's an older motorcycle, the tape actually removed some of the vinyl decals. Now, it was only a section about this big, but it's big enough and it's an old enough vehicle that I was kind of freaking out. I'm not gonna lie, I maybe cried a little, but that's just me. But my initial reaction was, oh crap. And I reached out to some other detailers who have been a huge support to me over at the Dallas Paint Correction Group. And my first response was, I need to tell the customer. So I sent picture to the customer of the damage, let him know, listen, I was in the midst of polishing your paint like you requested. I tape things off to try to be safe, and in the process the tape removed some of the vinyl decals. Give me a call when you have a moment so we can discuss it. I want to make this right. So I called the customer, totally chill, totally understanding. I mean, probably wasn't like completely calm in his head. He may have been freaking out, but very gracious, very understanding. And I offered to make it right however, I could. I even offered to do the detail for free, and he's like, no, as long as you just give me a deal, but we'll figure something out for the replacement. I did some research along with a friend, found a replacement part. It's actually very affordable, and customer okayed me purchasing it. I ordered it, paid for it myself. It's being shipped to them. Problem solved. So, as I'm going through all of this process, I'm thinking to myself, I'm doing these videos with the premise of trying to help the new and the beginner detailer grow. And when I first started out detailing, like I said, there's not a lot of videos out there that share with you what to do when you make a mistake. But you are going to make a mistake. It's inevitable as detailers. We're going to do some sort of harm to our customers' vehicles. I don't think there's ever a situation where, let's think about it, we're polishing paint, you could possibly burn it, or something hits the paint and chips it, or you're doing something on the inside and maybe the leather has been re-dyed. The customer didn't tell you, or maybe they bought it used and they didn't even know. So you go to clean the leather and the APC strips the dye off of it. Or maybe you're doing an engine bay cleaning and you damage an electrical component, or you have the doors open too long and the battery dies, and the battery is an older battery, and so now the battery needs to be replaced, and you're kind of responsible. So I want to share with you guys some advice on what to do in those situations where you make mistakes. So number one, you need to have insurance. If you're working on more than, I would say, 4 vehicles a month, maybe you're a weekend warrior. You're doing this as a side gig just to bring in some extra money. You're not doing a whole lot of over-the-top polishing or things like that. You're just a wash and wax kind of guy. Would I say you need insurance at that scale? Probably not. But if you are doing, I'd say, more than 4, you're doing, anywhere from even 8, 15 or more details a month, I'm going to recommend you guys get insurance. Now, I have garage keepers and liability insurance. I pay $500 for the year, and I think I have about $1 million in coverage, which it's a really great policy. I shopped around, called different places, get some quotes. But for me personally, anybody that you work on their vehicle, if you damage it, they could come after your home. So that's where I needed to have some sort of insurance. And even when you create your business, you need to consider, am I going to be a sole proprietorship or a limited liability corporation? Because an LLC protects you from losing your home, essentially. That if you do make a mistake on a customer's car and it's too expensive that you can't pay for it, if you're just sole proprietorship, the customer could potentially come after your home to recoup their losses. So you need to be aware, sole proprietor, LLC, you need to have insurance, make sure you're protected. The other thing is you need to consider a waiver form and an inspection checklist. When your customer drops their vehicle off, do walk around with the customer. Talk to them about, has there been any repairs done on the vehicle? Have you ever had it repainted? Are you aware of any electrical issues that are going on in the vehicle? You need to do a walk around to make sure of any damages to the paint, interior. Note those things on your inspection checklist. You can get them for free online. I think AutoGeek actually has downloadable templates that you can get, and you can customize them. Tony Kiger also makes custom ones if you're doing more luxury vehicles and you just want like a nicer, refined look. He does some really great inspection checklists. And then consider a waiver form, because you want to let your customers aware, I'm introducing chemicals, I'm introducing moisture to your vehicle. There's potential risks there. I'm going to be polishing your paint. There's risks there. I'm going to be storing your vehicle and moving your vehicle, and just have them be aware of potential damages. Initial sign off. You have, in a way, protected yourself. Doesn't mean you're not responsible, but it has helped protect yourself, and just you're doing everything you can to inform the customer. Sorry about that. My kids needed a snack. But the third thing you want to do when you have a detailing business is you want to make sure you have tons of before and after pictures. Now, it's not just good marketing, but it's smart business, because the before pictures are meant to protect you. The afters are meant to get more business. The before is basically if the customer were to say, you did this, you damaged this wasn't like this beforehand, you can go back to your pictures, and it can be admissible in a court of law if you have to be able to say, no, you can see there's proof that the damages were there. So the inspection checklist and the before and after pictures, they're kind of one and the same, but they're separate. So that's why I would say you want to make sure you have before and after pictures. Take as many before pictures as possible to kind of get an encompassing view of what's going on the inside and the outside of the vehicle. You don't necessarily have to publish all of them. You don't want to necessarily always have to be like, look how disgusting this vehicle was, but it's more as a way to protect yourself. So the first one is insurance. The second one is have a waiver form and inspection checklist. The third one is before and after pictures. The fourth and fifth ones, they're not necessarily processes, but they're just good things to remember. They're smart business. The fourth one is when a mistake does happen, be honest with your customer, immediately inform them about the issue, and try to make it right as best as you can. There are some situations where it may be questionable if you did the damage. If you didn't necessarily take those before and after pictures and you're not quite sure, sometimes you just kind of got to chalk it up and take responsibility. There may be some situations where you know you weren't responsible, customers blaming you, so that's where you may have to come into a situation where you say, okay, maybe I'll give you a discounted detail or a discount on a future detail. That's up to you kind of how to decide, but the number one thing when you make a mistake is be honest. Don't put responsibility on anyone else, especially the customer. Don't say, well, you didn't tell me about this, or, well, maybe if you'd have told me about this, this wouldn't have happened. Take ownership, take responsibility for the damage. Send them pictures, make sure that you call them and communicate with them immediately. You don't necessarily have to say, I'm completely 100% at fault, but just say, this happened. I want to know how you want me to proceed. I want to make it right. So, and at least be open, be humble. Don't let your pride get in the way. It may be an emotional and it may be nerve-wracking situation. I'm not going to lie. I cried off the phone. I did not cry with the customer, but I cried off the phone. I hate making mistakes. I was very fortunate that this situation worked out in my favor. Not necessarily in my favor. It's still an inconvenience to the customer, but it could have been far worse. So being able to be open with the customer, the thing that kind of took some of that burden off of me was when the customer said, "Mistakes happen, thank you for your honesty." That right there meant the world to me, just that I was able to keep their respect and hopefully keep their business in the future. And the fifth thing, this has nothing to do with business, but this is about you as a person, as a detailer. You need to have a support system in play. Oftentimes as detailers, you can feel very isolated. It can be a very competitive industry, and sometimes you may not want to be open and honest with other detailers because you feel like maybe they'll use that against you, or maybe, you know, their competition, and I don't know, it can sometimes feel a little cutthroat. It's not, it really isn't. It's one of the reasons why I love the Dallas Paint Correction Group, because the admins and moderators that are within that group have in a way become a detailing family for me. They were one of the first people that I reached out to today to be like, oh crap, look what I did, you know, what do you think I should do? And all of them were very sympathetic, very supportive, helped me kind of work through the issue, you know, and I mean, obviously it was up to me to handle it with the customer, which that's all on me. But having that support system in play, and of course my husband, because he can just kind of talk me off a cliff when others can't, but just being able to go to other people, say, I screwed up, oh crap, what do I do? It just helped me to let go of the noose a little bit faster, because I beat myself up a lot, and they were able to just kind of help me not kill myself and get to the point, not that I would, but not get to that point where I want to quit or where I want to give up or I'm so devastated. There have been a couple situations where I've reached out to them to be like, I can't do this. Like, I don't want to do this, or like, what am I doing wrong? And they kind of talk me down and boost me back up to the point where I believe in myself again. I'm not a perfect detailer. I don't have all the answers. I'm still learning every single vehicle. I learned something new about detailing and about myself. And there's some details that I absolutely fall in love with detailing all over again. And then there's some that I just want to walk away and just quit. You know, and they kind of help keep me going, because at the end of the day, this is, it, you know, some people it may be about ego, some people it may be about pride, it may be about that gratification. For me, this is about providing for my family. It's a necessity. It is something that I love to do, fortunately. I'd like to think I'm okay at it. I wouldn't say I'm the best detailer in the world, but, you know, it can be very humbling when you make a mistake and kind of take it down a couple notches. I think those are good situations sometimes, because there are some detailers, they get really egotistical and you're pumping out some amazing results and you can kind of get cocky about it in a way. So I think it's good to have some humility in this industry, and I think we need to, you know, encourage one another with that humility to better ourselves and to better one another. So, you know, those are kind of the advice, the tips that I would share with you guys in situations where we're going to make mistakes, because it's inevitable. Hey, baby. And at the end of the day, they're what it's all about. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. And, you know, if you like it, give me the thumbs up. Again, I'm not going to say I'm perfect. Most detailers aren't going to come out and admit that they made a mistake. And I'm just not that person. I'll be the first to tell you I have a lot to learn. The things that I do learn, though, I want to pass on and try to help you guys be better at what you're doing. I'm going to go on a bike ride with my kids, because I've promised them for about a half an hour. This is about the 5th take that I have taken on this video because of maybe interruptions, but we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. I apologize it was so long, but we'll see you in the next video. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below just to stay tuned. We've got lots of fun stuff coming out in the next few weeks, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.